That was me last week, constantly running around trying to find ways to charge all my way too much tech. This guy though, 20 days of battery, still going strong. I posted about this a while ago, but I stopped wearing my Apple Watch completely. I took it off one morning, left it on the charger, and I haven't touched it since. Which for me was kind of weird because I have worn one every single day since the first generation came out. I was all in. Wake up, put the watch on, go about my day, but I couldn't do it anymore. Every notification, every buzz, I had to look. And I know what you're thinking because most people said this to me. Just turn off notifications. I did that multiple times. It didn't matter. My brain wouldn't let me just use it as a health tracker. And I have something that deals with anxiety, which sucks because I actually need the health tracking part. But then Suunto sent over 3 watches. And I do want to thank them for sponsoring this video. And they're different in a way that I did not expect. But before I get into everything, I do want to do something that's my favorite thing to do. I've been doing this for years. Thank you guys for supporting me, supporting the channel. Give you a chance to win $500. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me the first active thing that you would do with your new Suunto watch. Tell me a fact about yourself. Tell me anything. Just leave it in the comment down below. Watch the video all the way through. Give it a thumbs up. And in that comment, make sure you either have your social handle in there, or if I click on it on your YouTube page, just a way to contact you if you win. Let it run for 10 days, open to anyone in the world. These are not trying to be smartwatches. They are fitness trackers that happen to get notifications, not the other way around. And that was fundamentally different for me and how I approached the watch. I had never heard of Suunto before, in all candor. They've been making navigation and survival gear though since 1936. Their watches feel like tools first. There's no app store, no guilt trips about standing up or closing rings, no constant buzzing, just health and fitness tracking that works and then just gets out of your way, which is exactly what I needed. They sent me 3, the Vertical 2, the Race 2, and the Run. I kind of want to tell you what I've been doing with them. This green guy, the Vertical 2, is their flagship. And the first thing you notice, it has an actual flashlight, not just like the screen lights up, like an LED flashlight built into the side. It has multiple brightness levels, there's a red light mode, SOS function. When I read about this, I thought that sounded absolutely ridiculous. Then last week, my son, both my boys play baseball. My oldest has practice that ends at 9. And we had to go to Target afterwards, and I was looking for some stuff. My phone fell under the seat, and I used my watch to find it. It did feel slightly absurd, but it worked perfectly. A couple days later, I was looking for something in our garage with the lights off, and I just used my wrist instead of getting my phone out. It's one of those features that absolutely sounds gimmicky until you have it, and then you keep finding reasons to use it. So a circular display, which I really like. It's 1.5 inches, AMOLED, bright enough to read in a sunny Southern California day. I've been doing these afternoon walks kind of all the time. The sun is directly overhead and I can still see everything clearly. What actually changed my routine with this watch in particular was battery life. Is 20 days as a regular watch, 65 hours with GPS turned on. You just don't have to worry about charging it. That alone was a big deal for me. No more nightly charging ritual, no more anxiety about, am I gonna make it through a day on top of my already daily anxiety about notifications? It just works, and it kept working. The offline maps matter more than I thought they would. There's a trail kind of near our house I always kind of wanted to explore, but I didn't. I wasn't sure how the paths connected, and I just generally didn't want to get lost. It seemed like a perfect opportunity to try this. I downloaded the maps of the watch and just went. Worst case, the find back feature guides me to where I started, but having that safety net actually meant I could explore stress-free instead of sticking to routes that I already knew. So this one, it's not cheap. It's $599 for stainless steel or $699 for titanium, but it's built incredibly well, like military grade build. I am not a mountain climber. I do 3 to 5 mile walks most days and some jogging. Having a watch that could survive Everest means it'll definitely survive my life. It's good enough for extreme athletes. It's perfect for regular people. If you go through and look at all the different options for workouts I have in there, some things that I didn't know. So this one, in addition to over 100 options, has paragliding, has parkour, and a lot of other things that I would never ever do in a million years. But if your watch comes with a paragliding mode, it's probably gonna be good for most things people are going to do. I'm not the rock climber, but Stevie, who's making this video, actually is. We figured it'd be a good opportunity to test it with a semi-pro. So the Race 2 is probably the one that makes most sense for someone like me. A little lighter, more refined looking, still gets 55 hours of GPS battery, which 2 marathons back to back, which is about 2 more marathons than I will ever run. The heart rate sensor got completely redesigned, and I think that is where this mattered a lot to me. My doctor wants me monitoring my heart rate during exercise, especially to make sure I'm actually working hard enough for it to matter, but not overdoing it. And when you check it against a chest strap or any sort of heart monitoring sort of device, this actually matches. And for someone who monitors heart health because of family history, that accuracy is not like a nice to have, is the whole stinking point. So really, really good. And for a watch that's feature built for these features, they did an awesome job with it. I'll be using navigation features on this a lot more than I expected. It's a great way for me to leave my phone at home and just walk and go somewhere and know I can get myself back home. Like I said, I have a really, really bad sense of direction. My wife jokes all the time, the only place I can generally get without getting lost is my house and my parents' house. That's about it. Otherwise, I am GPSing it absolutely everywhere. So I don't know if you guys do a lot of hiking or you live where there's a lot of hills and you're looking at a hill before you climb it and you're like, I don't know if I could do that, or how long it's gonna take me to get to the top, or you're thinking about a new hiking path. This actually has climb guidance, and it'll show you the elevation profile before you commit to it, which sounds minor, but it'll change the routes that you take. It'll change places you can go. You don't have to worry about, can you make it to the top anymore? You can kind of pick whatever you want and know your information going in, which is not something I expected from a watch. It also has heat maps too, which is pretty helpful. It shows where people actually run or hike in the area. I found 3 new routes just by looking at where traffic goes. One of them loops through a neighborhood I didn't know existed. It was great for kind of evening walks that I can take when I don't want to drive somewhere to do that. There's also sleep tracking built in. I did not use it. I have sleep issues. Kind of a lot of my personal issues in this story. I don't like sleeping with a watch on. I never did, even with the Apple Watch, but it is there if that is your thing. There's stress monitoring, recovery metrics, all the health data that I'm used to without the constant connectivity making me very anxious. There is a companion app though. It shows me what I need to see. I can track trends over time. I can close it and move on throughout my day. The watch is not demanding my attention. It's just collecting data and letting me check in when I want to. It's also more affordable, $499 for stainless steel and $599 for titanium. The Run though, this little yellow guy, is what surprised me. It is super light, 36 grams. You genuinely forget that is there. I'm used to watches having some sort of weight, but this is light enough to sort of not even know that you've got something on your wrist, and it won't bother you in longer runs. It also stores music too, like actual MP3s on the device, no phones, no streaming. This is kind of cool because if you have routes where you don't get cell service and you want to stream, listen to music, you can sort of do that right from your watch. It's one less thing to worry about. You just load music through the app, pair Bluetooth headphones, and kind of go on your way. You also get 20 hours of GPS tracking, which is longer than anything that I'm doing. It's got marathon mode that'll give you real-time race predictions. So like at your current pace, you'll finish at this time. I am not running marathons, but I can use that for my longer walks to know when I'm tracked to finish before I gotta go like pick up kids or know when I'm gonna get home. That's like simple data that was actually useful instead of just numbers. This is the lowest price in their lineup, $249. And if you want a dedicated running watch that tracks everything and weighs nothing, like this absolutely nails it. There's an app like I talked about. This is kind of where all 3 watches will connect. And it's cleaner than I expected. AI coaching is built in and create training plans based on your actual fitness levels. I told it I want to maintain cardiovascular health, not train for anything specific, and it adjusted for me. Recovery metrics, stress tracking. You can build custom routes and save them to your watch. It connects to Strava, Training Peaks, all the sort of platforms you're already using. There's also a zone sense feature that shows the effort kind of in real time too. It tells you if you're working hard or just coasting. I did not appreciate that all that much. I coast a lot on my walks evidently, which is good for maintaining heart health, and that obviously matters. I need to know if I'm actually pushing enough to make a difference or just going through the motions. One thing you shouldn't go through the motions for though, since it's Black Friday season, Suunto's got deals on deals on deals through December 1st. Buy a Vertical 2 or a Raise 2, get a free strap worth about 49 bucks, plus up to 40% off all their other stuff. Links in the description. So this is where I landed with all this. My Apple Watch, still on the charger, and I am fine with that. I've got nice mechanical watches that I'll wear when I want to look good or I'm going somewhere nice. But for everything else, the daily walks, the runs, exploring trails, just living my regular life, that is exactly where these live. Perfect for those times in between, which turns out to be a big portion of my day. I get health tracking that I need, heart rate monitoring, activity tracking, the recovery metrics, all of it, without the constant connectivity that was making me very, very anxious. No buzzing every 30 seconds, no compulsively checking notifications, just data when I want it, and probably more importantly, silence when I don't. The battery life means I'm not adding another device to my nightly charging ritual. Navigation means I can actually explore instead of sticking to safe routes. The accuracy means I trust what it's telling me about my heart rate and recovery. And I still get notifications if I want them. They are still here. Texts, calls, whatever, but they are not demanding my attention. They're just there if I choose to look, and I am not choosing to look. And that difference between a device that demands attention and a device that waits for you to give it attention, that was everything. I was no longer distracted by updates on a watch that made me just worry more. I didn't think I would find something that did this. Health tracking without a digital leash, metrics sort of that matter without anxiety, a watch that kind of helped me stay healthy without making me feel constantly connected. And I think Suunto absolutely nailed this. And even if you're not in the anxiety world and you don't mind notifications on your wrist and you want just the best health tracking, fitness tracking accessory available, Suunto did a really good job. All links you need way down below.